Okay, I think I figured out what my next step's going to be. So if you look at the instructions here, step 4 and step 5, I'm going to bypass for now. Step 4 is building subcomponents 1, 2, and 3. This is 6 of these, 2 of these, and 11 of these. That is going to come later on in the build. I'm not sure if this is photo etch yet or not. I haven't looked that far into it, but I do know the next step that I want to work on does not include those. As well, step number 5 is just for rigging, and that I'm not going to work on at this point in time yet either. So I'm going to skip those steps. I'm going to go straight to step number 6. Step number 6 is the foredeck of the ship, and that is going to require quite a bit of work actually just to get that done. I know looking at here it doesn't look like much. You just glue these pieces on, you paint them, and you're done, but that's not quite the case. This step here includes the veneer and photo etch as well. So looking at this, item number 4, which actually, if you look back here, item number 4, so it is actually B4, part B4, which is this part right here. Okay, so that part, this whole top section of this part is going to be covered with the wood veneer. So I have the wood veneer, but before I get to that, if you look at the extra instructions that come in the kit, you can see part B4 right there, parts 4 and 5. And if you look at the layout of the veneer sheet, this here is the piece. So now my next step would be to cut this piece out here to get it ready to mount onto here. But as you can see, the two pieces, there are items on this piece that I'm going to have to cut off to allow this to mount on. So the items that I cut off on here are going to show up on this photo etch. So looking at it, it appears to me that in order to get the veneer to lay down onto this, I need to cut this vent off. I need to cut this breakwater here and here off. I need to cut these little supports off, and I need to cut these two pieces off here. Everything else, if you look at it, you can see with looking at these things here that that'll all be cut out and will fit over top of this, only this way around. So saying that, looking at this other instruction here, you can see, if I can hold this here, you can see the parts that I'm going to cut off of the deck is part number 77, part number 81, part number 67 on both sides, and part number 83. Okay, so if you look on the photo etch, part number 83, I think I said, just so I get it right here. Part number 81 is the breakwater right here. Part 77 is the vent right here. Part number 67 are these, get it up closer, are these little things right here. And part number 83 are these two things right here. So I've got to cut them out of the photo etch, and I will attach them on. So just to recap here real quick, I'm going to cut this out, then I'm going to cut the pieces off of here that don't need to be on here, and then I'm going to cut the photo etch pieces off of here, and then before I assemble all the pieces that I cut out, mainly the veneer, before laying the veneer down on top of this deck here, I'm going to prime this section, and I will paint all these other pieces the color that they are supposed to be. That way, when I put the deck down, I'm not painting and getting any paint on here, which will give me a better finish in the long run. So that's that. And then with the photo etch pieces, I will cut them out and paint them before adding them on as well. Now, as you can see, here's my finger. Those pieces are very, very small. So all I can say is wish me luck, but I'm sure I can do it. So I'm going to stop the video for now and go away and work on cutting this out, and then I will cut the pieces off of here to allow this to fit on, and then I'll probably do a quick little update video just to show you where I am with that, and then we'll talk about the next step again as a quick little recap. Alrighty, so I'm going to go and get to it. Alright, just a quick little update here. So I found in the instructions for the photo etch, this section here, and this all here explains or details what has to be removed off of the parts. So as you can see that I'm working on the forward section here in the bow. Get my pencil. So you can see it's telling me that I got to remove this piece, this, and these two or 4 braces here. So what I've done is I took my marker out and I highlight, or I put a black mark on here, black mark here, here, this one and this one, and these two, just so that way I know what's got to be removed. So now I can go ahead and remove this and get it ready for the veneer. All right, that's all. Just a quick update. All right, so I have the breakwaters cut off. I have the vent cut off. I have the support here. The supports here cut off. And I have these two cut off as well. So that means this piece of veneer that I have cut out should fit on there like that. There we go. So as you can see, looking at this and all of this in here, this piece here, this and this, all that I need to paint before I glue this down. So that way I'm not trying to paint it with this down and messing this up. I don't want to do that. So that's that piece. Now if you look at this back piece here, it doesn't say anywhere in the instructions to cut anything off. If you look straight down on it, you look straight down on this, it should just fit right in there, no problem at all. But it doesn't. Why? Well, I will show you why. So if you start off in the back here, it fits down on here, no problem. It's easy. But if you look here, you'll see they have these little doors right here and right here. This hits that door. So looking at it here, think I'm going to cut the bottom off the door, the bottom of that door, so that way this veneer will fit down underneath the door and you can place it in like that rather than cut this out, because I don't want to do that. I'll end up screwing the veneer up. So with that, cut the doors off. It should slide right in, and that'll be that. So I'm going to do that now and see how that works. Talk to you in a bit. All right, so as you can see, done. She sits in there nice, very nice. Of course, it's not glued down yet, like I said, but my next step now is paint.